And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Columbus, Ohio for the 2018 ACHA Women's Division II National Championship Tournament. Today it's Game 2 here on the Rink 2 at the Easton Rink here just outside of downtown Columbus as the University of Delaware Blue Hens take on the Loyola University Chicago Ramblers. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into the broadcast. Matt Coma joining you here live from Easton, Ohio. We're just about a 15-minute drive north of downtown Columbus as we get ready for this matchup between the number 1 seed out of the East region, the Delaware Blue Hens, and the number 6 seed out of the West region, the Loyola University Chicago Ramblers. This is a Pool C game. One of these teams will take the lead after pool play after this contest is done. Starting lineups and our national anthem are just moments away, so be sure to, I'll turn down my microphone so you can hear the national anthems and starting lineups, and then we'll get back underway and we'll talk a little bit more about this contest. But right now we'll send it downstairs to our public address announcer.
Good afternoon, parents and hockey fans and fans watching the live webcast on the ACHA network. Welcome to the Ohio Health Chiller Easton in Columbus, Ohio for the 2018 American Collegiate Hockey Association Women's Division II National Championship Tournament, hosted by the Greater Columbus Sports Commission, the Columbus Blue Jackets, and the Ohio Health Chiller Ice Rinks. This is public address announcer Jace Burns. This pool play game today features, on the visiting bench, the number 6 ranked team from the West region, the Loyola University Chicago Ramblers. And on the home team bench, the number 1 ranked team from the East region, the of Delaware Blue Hens. First, let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting team bench. The Chicago Ramblers. At right defense, a junior from Orange, Connecticut, number 3, Caitlin Early. At left defense, a junior from Eagan, Minnesota, number 19, Hannah Burgum. At right wing, a senior from Rochester, New York, number 47, Vanessa Holtzberg. At left wing, a sophomore from Hampton, Massachusetts, number 14, Riley Coleman. At center, a junior from Amherst, Massachusetts, number 10, Chloe Zinter. And in net, a freshman from Park Rapids, Minnesota, number 1, Julia Smith. And now, the starting lineup for the home team bench, the Delaware Blue Hens. At right defense, a junior from East Falmouth, Massachusetts, number 2, Callan Small. At left defense, a junior from Lake Forest, Illinois, number 13, Mary Claire Newton. At right wing, a freshman from Blackstone, Massachusetts, number 6, Shannon McDermott. At left wing, a senior from Farmingham, Massachusetts, number 18, Amanda Gallagher. At center, a junior from Damascus, Maryland, number 7, Emily Hockey. And in net, a senior from Bayside, New York, number 1, Emily Becker. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please all rise and kindly remove all caps for the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
All right, hockey fans, getting ready for today's contest between the Blue Hens and the Ramblers. In case you missed it, the starting lineups for both teams go like this. For the Ramblers, they're the visiting team in today's contest. In goal will be number 1, Julia Smith. On defense, number 3, Caitlin Early, and number 19, Hannah Burgum. On the forward line, number 10, Chloe Zinter, number 14, Riley Coleman, and number 47, Vanessa Holtzberg. As for the University of Delaware Blue Hens, the number 1 seed out of the East region, in goal will be number 1, Emily Becker. On defense, number 2, Callan Small, and number 13, Mary Claire Newtown. And then your forward line, number 18, Amanda Gallagher, number 6, Shannon McDermott, and my leading candidate for name of the tournament, number 7, Emily Hockey. As 20 minutes are put up on the board, teams going over final preparations before we get going in this contest. The Delaware Blue Hens are in the white uniforms with the blue and yellow trim. They'll move left to right on your screens. In the first period, and on the right side will be the Loyola University Chicago Ramblers. They were in the black uniforms with the purple and gold trim, as they will be moving right to left on your screens. A reminder, please be patient, as I am also running the camera today, so just be careful if the camera gets a little out of focus or gets a little wonky. So just be aware of that just as we move on. But we're glad to have you along for the ride. Teams at center ice as we are underway between Delaware and Loyola. Ramblers win the opening draw, sending the Blue Hens back into their own end. Now an outlet pass a little too far ahead of the intended target. Now racing back after it for Loyola is number 19, Hannah Burgum. Passes up the near side, finds Coleman. Chipped up the top of the point, kept in by Small. As it pinballs around for a moment, helping the play is McDermott. As Delaware keeps it in. Center pass looking for number 18, Amanda Gallagher. Goes off of her stick to the far corner. Back to the top of the point. Back to Gallagher in the corner. Stolen away by Loyola for a moment. Now a center pass tipped in front. Making a save is Smith. Back to the top of the point. Delaware doing a good job offensively. They're the top team in this pool. One of the top two seeds in the tournament altogether. The 12 teams that made it here to Columbus. As puck goes back down low. Loyola now in possession. The pass up the far side finds Holtzberg. She can't clear the zone. It's a shot from the top of the point. It's held down by Smith for our first whistle of the afternoon. 18:51 to go here in period number 1. First shot registered of the game as well. And we'll face off on the far circle. Teams ready at center at the far circle is won by the Ramblers. Rung hard around the boards to the near side. Keeping it in, number 24, Michelle Cottrell. Loyola will try again to come up the near side boards. It's chipped back out to center ice. Racing back for the Blue Hens. Number 22. That's Sophie Riedel. As this is going to go all the way down, this will be icing. And we'll get a call with 18:23 to go here in our opening period. Our second game of the day here on Rink 2. Here at the Chillers Easton Rink, just outside of Columbus, Ohio. All 5 of the divisions here in the state of Ohio for this tournament. The men's 1 Division II champions were crowned last night at the Ice House. That's the practice facility for the Blue Jackets. As a shot in front, redirected, and that's going to go in. Loyola strikes first. Puck just pinballs around as it made its way into the frame, and it gets tapped in. We'll see who gets credit for the goal. But the Ramblers, the bottom seed in this pool, get the first goal of the game. We saw this happen in the first game between Minot State and Buffalo. That was a 2-5 matchup. Buffalo scored 12 seconds into the game. Now just a minute and 43 seconds in, we get the goal from Loyola. So number 14 for the Loyola University Chicago Ramblers, that's Riley Coleman, gets the goal. As that play is just offside. Ramblers are supposed to tag up on the delayed offside. So now Delaware has a chance to move the puck. Nice little nifty move over on the far side. Skating in is Newtown. She'll give it to the near side and try to fire a shot. It's blocked by the Ramblers. Racing hard back the other way is Zinter. She'll get in the blue line. Now gets poked away at the top of the circle. Able to still force it on net where it's held on by Emily Becker. 17:37 to go. Shots still are knotted up at 2. The Ramblers have the first goal of the game. Number 14, Riley Coleman, the sophomore out of Hampton, Massachusetts, has the first tally here this afternoon. Puck gets thrown on net, and Becker once again forced to come out and cover that one up. We'll reset again here on the near circle. Just to the right of that stanchion you see down here at the Easton rink. As we're going to have a false start on Loyola, so a new center. And it's won by the Ramblers. Top of the circle, put back down low. Delaware will ring it around the boards, trying to clear it on the far side is O'Brien. She gets it out, and now here they come 2-on-1. Skating into the zone is Smythe. She'll try to fire a shot. It's blocked, pinballs around, and comes on net to Smith. As Smythe goes on with that opportunity for Delaware. 17:13 to go, first period. Puck here on the near side, won by Delaware to the top of the point. Now D-to-D. Shot from the point is blocked by number 22. That's Sophie Riedel. As it comes here to the near side, McDermott a shot, and it's turned aside. Over on that far side, keeping the zone. Number 22, Melissa McGrides. Now it comes out in front, a shot. It might get a piece of Smith. So it goes over to the far corner. Delaware trying to keep the zone, but it goes through the feet of McGrides, and it goes back the other way. Racing back, no icing, as it was cleared out by Delaware. Here to the near side, picked up by the Blue Hens. They'll skate it out. McGrides has a lady in front of the play, but it's looking for Gallagher. Just couldn't find her. She'll beat out the icing call and get a shot, and it'll be held on by Smith. 16:24 to go. First period, 5-2 the shot count early. Delaware trying to impose their will here early as they trail 1-0. Face off here on the near side. Won by the Ramblers. They'll get it only to the blue line where it's kept in. Takes a shot off Cage and floats right in the glove hand of Smith. We'll reset and do it again. It's a Pool C matchup. The top and bottom seeds in that Pool C. Number 1 seed out of the East region are the Blue Hens, taking on the 6th seed out of the West region. Of course, the format for this year's tournament, the 4 pools of 3, separated with the 6 teams that were invited from the East and West regions. As Loyola trying to break it out here up the near side. Number 11, Maureen O'Brien gets it out to center ice as it hops over the stick of Mary Claire Newtown. She goes back after it. Now here to the near side. Pass a little too far ahead of the target. Poked away. Now it's opportunity as Delaware stays on side. Just forced to play it down low. Number 10, Anna Schell. As it's raced over to the far side. Loyola looking for a breakout pass. Kept in the zone by number 24. That is Mackenzie Sherman. Now near side. Comes into the slot. Poked away. Still loose. Now pinballs around. Settled by Loyola. They'll break out the pass, but it's off target. And Delaware will go back to go get it. Tons of time to skate as both teams in the middle of a change. Shannon Breen stops at the top of the circle, feeds it in front, stolen away by Loyola. Now they have a man in front of the play, as this one will go just a little too far. Coming out to their net to play it is Becker. But a turnover at the top of the circles. Loyola keeps it in, but Delaware able to get a turnover right back, and it comes back to center ice. Loose in front of the Loyola bench. The two teams hack at it. Comes back out. Crosses that Columbus Blue Jacket logo at center ice after a poke check here on the near side. This will be sent all the way down. This will be icing on the Blue Hens with 14:44 to go here. First period of Game 2 here on this rink. Game 4 of the day here in the Women's Division II tournament. will be here all the way till Saturday. Then the play will shift on over to the Columbus Ice House. That's the practice facility for the Blue Jackets. It's where the Division I men's tournament and the women's Division I tournaments are being held. 5 games currently going on right now on the ACHA network. As we've got Women's Division I, Women's Division II, and Men's Division III all playing right now across 3 different rinks here in Columbus. You can catch them all right on our ACHA network on YouTube. Loyola trying to hold on to the zone. It's just pokes out as Delaware will race back after it. Sherman up the far side. Has it stolen away. Pun ball's in the slot. Now it's to the top of the point. Kept in. A shot. It's blocked to the near corner. Up the near side and cleared back out to center ice. Loyola will reset as they trail in the shot count 5-2, but they have the opening goal. Delaware looking for an answer as Loyola's in the middle of a change. They send it into the Rambler end. Racing back number 19, Hannah Burgum. Now coming up the near side. Comes through the center zone. Pass cut off by number 9, Shannon Breen. She's met at the blue line, takes a tumble. It's back to the Ramblers, but only right back to center ice where it's back to the Blue Hens. Sent in after the red line, no icing as it's cut off down low by Burgum. She looks to weave through her own end, now gets only to the blue line before it's poked away. Good persistence, though, as the Ramblers get it back out. Sent hard in. Becker will trap this one and hold on. As we'll get a stoppage play. 13:24 to go. Still 1-0 in favor of the Ramblers. Face off on the far side. Won by the Blue Hens. They'll chip it behind their own net. Comes up the near side. Now stolen back by the Ramblers. Trying to come in front. Goes to the blue paint. No one there to put a stick on it. Back to the top of the point and trying to reach after it. Number 9 for the Ramblers. That was Knight. Now she has it here on the near side. Had it stolen away. Pinballs around the blue line. Now it's back towards the Delaware end as they'll reach back after it. Pass up the near side through the feet of Emily Hockey. Now she'll tap it along. Now helping her out is Anna Schell. Loyola able to regain it in the corner. Rings it harder on the boards. Kept in, though, by the Blue Hens. It's still loose. Now a shot in there. A good job from Julia Smith. Able to cut down that angle, make a good save. 12:33 remains now here in period number 1. Face off on the far side. And it's one right to Smith. She wanted to cover it, but defense helped her out and played it here into the near side. Now it's a 2-on-1 battle down low. Now loose in the corner. Picking it up for the Ramblers is O'Brien. Tries to go behind that. Now stops. Now tries to the near side. Canceled out again by the Blue Hens. Pushing it along, but stolen away. Gets the job done, though. Back out to center ice. That was number 10, Zinter. As Delaware forced back in their own end. Newtown back to the near side. Now an outlet pass. Breaks out Breen. She gains the blue line. She'll shoot, and it's a save by Smith. Top of the point. That was offside as racing hard to try to keep that in was number 2, Callan Small, but just missed keeping that in. So face off with 11:51 to go. Almost the halfway point of this first period. It's won by the Ramblers. Over to the far side, Whitney Knight will chip one along. It's pinballs at the blue line. Back and forth it goes. Delayed offside. Everybody tags up and everybody's okay as it goes to the far corner. Up the near side. It's kept in by the Ramblers. Backhand in. Glove down by the Blue Hens. Now it jams in the slot. Now it floats on to Becker and she holds on. Both teams will change up the lines. The Ramblers will send all 5 out there. Blue Hens will just change up the defensive pair. Face-off won by the Ramblers. Top of the point. Shot is blocked. Now comes to the top of the crease for Delaware, able to play to the far side. Shot from the point. Takes the deflection to the far corner. Now a collision at the top of the slot, and back and forth they go. Chip back in. Becker's got it. She'll leave it for Newtown. Newtown tried to go up the near side boards. It takes a deflection up and out of play. It'll stay down low. 10:58 remains here. Period number 1. The Ramblers have an early goal. Number 14, Riley Coleman, getting credit for the first goal of the tournament for the Ramblers, as it'll come outside the zone. Last touched by the Ramblers, so we'll have a neutral zone face-off. Won by Loyola. They'll send it in. Back behind the net. Rung hard around the boards. Ramblers keep it in. Racing back for Delaware Sherman. She tries to go up the glass. Takes a funny bounce off the stanchion. Stays in the zone. But now the second attempt. Breaks it out. Here comes Gallagher. Gallagher one-on-one. She fires a shot. It's saved by Smith. Another try. Back end. Loose in front. Cleared only to the top of the circle. Another try. Smith makes a save. Still loose down low. That one takes a deflection wide. Back again. Top of the point. McBride fires a shot. It's blocked in the slot and not out. Another attempt. This one also blocked. And Loyola able to weather the storm. That goes off of the roof here. They're one of the rafters here. That'll stay in the zone with 10-11 to go. Delaware's best chance of this game to try and tie this up. But Julia Smith, 2 big saves. Shots are 10-4 in favor of the Blue Hens here as we reach the halfway point of the period. Two-on-two battle on the far side. Finally, it's picked up by Fossier. She'll try to clear the zone. It's kept in as it pinballs back and forth. Back and forth they go. Now it squirts out to the neutral zone. Back here to the near side. Breen into the zone of the circle. She'll fire a shot. It just takes a deflection wide. A lot of traffic in front on that one as the Blue Hens get another turnover. Breen trying to settle a bouncing puck. It's in her feet. Now picked up by the Ramblers. Trying to push that one along with Burgham. Now it's back to Newtown. She tries to pull the trigger. Had it jammed up. Now throws one in front. Smith doesn't let that come towards the front of the cage. Holds on for a whistle. 9:26 now to go here in this first period. So we'll take a media timeout. We'll step aside for one final moment. We'll thank some of our sponsors. You're watching the 2018 ACHA Women's Division II National Championship Tournament. We'd like to thank some of our sponsors. The Three-Legged Mare right in the heart of downtown Columbus on Front Street. Open for lunch and dinner, the Three-Legged Mare. Also like to thank our bar, the official ACHA 2018 Nationals postgame hangout. Open late on Front Street in downtown Columbus. Our bar, the best hockey bar in Columbus. Also like to thank Marathon, fueling the American spirit. To find your nearest Marathon locations, visit mymarathonstation.com.
The official ring vendor for all ACHA national champions, ACHA Hall of Famers. Every championship ring has a great story. Let Baron share yours.
So 9:26 now to go here in the first period. Shots are 10-4 in favor of the Delaware Blue Hens. University of Delaware, Loyola University, Chicago, both fighting for this national championship. Day 1 of pool play. We'll have 3 days here at Easton before we move over downtown, right next to the home of the Blue Jackets. Semifinal and championship games will be down there Saturday and Sunday. Both these teams trying to punch their ticket. The Ramblers have a 1-0 lead so far. Trying to take an early lead in this Pool C. Back underway as the puck finds its way to the top of the point. Delaware can't keep it in, as they'll try to regroup. This one misses everyone. This will not go for icing, though, as it comes up the near side. Comes through a couple of feet. Now rung around hard to the near side. Delaware keeps it in. One of the Blue Hens takes a tumble. Where it's picked up now by Hockey. She's canceled out in the corner. Down there to help is McDermott. Comes over to the far side now. Pinching is McBride. She'll send one in. Now Hockey's got it. Has options in front. Goes to McBride. She'll fire a shot. It's blocked. Ramblers still trying to clear the zone. Delaware doing a good job offensively as they keep it in the zone. 8.5 to go. Still in the first period. Is a turnover yet again. Now Gallagher's got it. She gets tied up. Reagan Lynn holding her up. Referee says play on as we get a shot from the point, and Smith able to get that save. 8:19 remains in the period. 11-4 the shot count. Still 1-0 Ramblers. Reset on the far side. Delaware able to win the draw quickly to the top of the point as Newtown fires a shot. It's blocked. Second attempt was blocked as well as it comes to the slot for a turnaround shot from Smythe. As now we're going to get a penalty on the Ramblers. It's going to be a hooking call. And it will be number 3 for the Ramblers. That's Caitlin Early. Will go to the box. And the first power play of the game belongs to Delaware. And they'll begin that power play with 8:10 to go in the period, trying to tie this hockey game up. Face off on the far side. It's one to the top of the point, Newtown. Thinks about a shot, now fires. It's blocked in front, comes to the top of the point. Loyola again, kills, can't clear. Another try looking for the near side was Gallagher. And now loose in the corner, picked up by Smythe. Back down low for Hockey. Gives it back to Smythe far side. Now a pass out in front. Deflected by Loyola. They desperately try to clear and they just do. Excellent job by number 14. That is Riley Coleman, able to get it out. Forcing Delaware back. Near side. Smythe will send it in. Looking for Hockey, but it's off of her stick and the Ramblers will clear. Puck sent up the near side boards. Loyola will keep it onside. Racing down there is Zinter. She gets a shot off and just missed. Delaware trying to settle things down with a minute to go. Quick passes leads to a breakout. Here on the near side, that one's cleared by the Ramblers and sent all the way back down. Back out through the feet of a couple of changing Blue Hens leads to another turnover and another precious seconds being drained off this power play. There's another turnover. Here comes the Loyola with an opportunity as a pass in front. O'Brien trying to find someone. Rest of the team was back on the back check. As now here comes Delaware with numbers. 3-on-1. Shell into the zone. A good poke check though here on the near side. That one cleared as well and sent all the way down. Final 15 of the power play. Here near side. Outlet pass off of a stick. Comes back to the Rambler defense. That one takes a couple of hops. Now O'Brien will send it all the way down. That'll do it for the power play. So back to full strength go the Ramblers. 6 minutes and change to go here in this first period. Still 1-0. Hockey up the near side. Tries to get by a defender. Could not. Poked up the near side. Comes back down low. Looking for something in front. Now it's stolen away. Back out to center ice. Just tapped along. Now Hockey gains the blue line. She'll walk in. Top of the circle. A shot. Smith shuts the door. 12-4 the shot count. Still 1-0 the score. This is almost a carbon copy of what we saw in the first game over here between Minot State and Buffalo. The Beavers had a 17-6 shot count lead after the first period, but trailed 1-0 after 20 minutes. Delaware looking like they're in that same position, but still knocking on the door. Blue Hens control the zone. Newtown, top of the point. Shot is blocked in the slot. Back up to the top of the point. Ramblers get it out. Now skating it along. Just sent just off of the stick of Becker. She'll settle that down in the corner. Racing after it is Zinter. She takes a tumble after a poke check. Now a backhand shot from Coleman. She's got the lone goal so far in this contest. And she'll try to turnaround shot. That's blocked. Now another one jammed here on the near side looking for Zinter. That one also good defense from Delaware. Near side, Zinter. She's going to go after it in the corner. Getting to it first, Newtown. She'll ring it around. Has Gallagher on the far side. Can't get it out of the zone, though. Good pressure from Loyola this time. Back up the near sideboards. This one finally just chips by a defender. Little battle in the neutral zone. Now Zinter fires a shot. Becker turns that one aside. Didn't have to, as it was going to go wide of the frame. Now here come the Blue Hens. Weaving through. Lost the handle on it was McDermott. Forced to just play it in the Loyola end. Coming in on 4 minutes to go here in the period as the Ramblers try to break the puck out. Up the near side. Pass across into the neutral zone. Now sent here in the near corner. Back to the top of the point. A shot. It's blocked in front. And we get a whistle. I believe the net is off. It'll be a face-off in the Delaware zone. And it is the net being dislodged. That's the reason for the whistle. 3:57 to go here in this first period. Still 1-0. Ramblers with an offensive draw. That's won by Delaware. Trying to chip it up the far boards. They get it out. Now it's a foot race back to the puck. One-on-one battle is stealing it away is Gallagher. Now she has an opportunity, but a good poke check from number 19, Hannah Burgum. Burgum and Gallagher continue to battle behind the net. Now entering the play, number 10, Anna Schell. Brings it around here to the near side boards. Carly Smythe goes across the D. Trying to fire that shot was McBride's, but it's blocked. And it's offside at the blue line. 3:26 to go in the period. Both teams will change up the lines. Faceoff will be right in front of the Loyola bench on the far side, the top end of your screen there. Delaware wins yet another faceoff. They've been excellent so far in faceoffs through this first 20 minutes. Puck sent in by the Blue Hens. They'll chase back after it. Number 12, Carly Smythe is there. Tries to go to the top of the point, goes off a skate right back to Loyola. Now breaks out an outlet pass. Up the near side comes Coleman. She tries to fire a shot. That one's turned aside and loose in front. Back to Smythe. Looks for the outlet pass. Stolen away by number 22. That's Sophie Reidel. Before it's right back to the Blue Hens. Weaving through. A shot turned aside. Smith lost it for a moment. Pops behind her. Still loose. Everyone looking for where that puck is, and it finally trickles behind the cage. Smith just wanted to turn that one aside, and it ended up taking a hop over her pads and settled behind her. Credit her defense. Good play to keep that puck out. As we say 1-0 with 2.5 to go. Puck back out to neutral ice and sent back in by Delaware. Good poke check by Gallagher. She comes in 1-on-5 though and shoots one off the side of the net. Set one in front. Nobody home as the rest of the Blue Hens were changing. Back to Gallagher in the corner. Sends one in front. Stolen away. Now a shot loose in front. Gallagher turn around. That's off the side of the net and covered by Smith. 2:08 to go. See Delaware there. A little team huddle trying to draw up something on this face-off as they'll have an offensive draw. Here on the near side, it's one to the top of the point. Sherman fires one, takes a couple of deflections, settles in the near circle. Now hacked to the near corner. Up the boards. Comes right back to Sherman. Now she walks in. That shot deflects up and out of play. It'll stay down low with 1:52 to go. Ready to reset with 1:52 remaining. The Ramblers win the draw and set harder on the boards. Racing to try to keep it in as Newtown. She will. But that takes her deflection right to the stick of Cottrell. Blue Hens able to keep the zone as it comes to the near corner. Battling hard is Breen. She loses it in the corner. Now it's a pileup. Now a shot. That's a blocker save for Smith. Over the far side, Gallagher. And it knifed away. Now it's loose here on the near side. He's racing after it. Reagan Lynn for Loyola. She's tied up. Now a 2-on-2 battle right behind that stanchion you see there on your screen as it comes out back to Gallagher. Minute 14 to go in the period. Blue Hens trying to put a goal home before the period ends. Loyola gets a turnover. They would like to extend their lead or at least hold on to the 1-0 lead going into the first intermission. So you hear our public address announcer. We're down to the final minute of period number 1 as Loyola gains the offensive zone. Over on that far side, sent in front by Holtzberg. Loose and covered by number 1, Emily Becker. Goaltender has to step up there as that was just sent in front. End up being loose in the blue paint, able to get a glove on it and smother that puck. 46.4 to go here in this first period. Rung hard around the boards by Delaware. It's going to stay in the zone. Coleman looks for something in front. Back and forth it goes as it comes behind the net. Teams dig at it, now picked up by number 22, Melissa McCry. She'll send it up the far side. It goes over a defender, so no icing. Final 24 seconds. Racing back, number 19 is Pregame. She'll fire a pass looking for somebody in the center of the zone. It was number 44, Holtzberg. As Delaware, one final chance. Final 10 seconds. Hockey gains the zone. Leaves it behind. Smythe over the far side, and Smith able to slide over for the save with 2.8 to go. A great passing display by Delaware and a great save from number 1 in between the pipes for Loyola. Both goaltenders wearing that classic number 1 goaltender number that only see in certain areas as the horn sounds to say that 20 minutes have been played here in Columbus, Ohio, and it's the 6th-seeded Ramblers that have a 1-0 lead over the top seed in this bracket and top seed out of the region in the Delaware Blue Hens. We'll take a break. We'll step aside. I'll come back with your first period stats, and we'll get you ready for the second period of what's shaping up to be a great contest. Shot 16-6 in favor of the Blue Hens as they head to the break. The Ramblers have a 1-0 lead over Delaware. You're watching the 2018 ACHA Women's Division II National Championship Tournament, brought to you live right here on the ACHA Network, powered by YouTube. All right, hockey fans, welcome back to Columbus, Ohio. Getting ready for the second period between Delaware and Loyola Chicago. Score 1-0 Ramblers after first period of play. Let's tell you how they got there. The first goal was at 18-17, so you flip that around about 1:43 into the first period as the Loyola Ramblers got on the board first. Number 14, Riley Coleman, gets her first goal of the tournament. Number 30, Olivia Fossier, and number 10, Chloe Zinter, get the assists on the goal. That was at 1:43 of the first period. And that's the lone tally we saw in that first period as the shot 16-6 in favor of the Blue Hens as they threw everything they could at Julia Smith and this Loyola team. But credit their defense. They've been solid in their back end so far in this one. Despite getting outshot 16-6, they hold a 1-0 lead here in the first period. As before we get underway, I want to thank some more sponsors of ours. As you're watching the 2018 ACHA Women's Division II National Championship Tournament, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Aries Sportswear, the official merchandise supplier of the 2018 ACHA National Championships. You can visit the merchandise stand here at one of the rinks here in Columbus for all your hats, shirts, sweatshirts, and more. I'd like to thank Barron Championship Rings, the official ring vendor for all ACHA National Champions. And also for ACHA Hall of Famers. Every championship ring has a great story. Let Barron share yours. Also like to thank the Columbus Blue Jackets. If you're not in Columbus and not enjoying exciting ACHA action at all three of the rinks which are going on right now, consider going to a Blue Jackets game. They'll be playing on St. Patrick's Day, March 17th against the Ottawa Senators. That'll be this weekend as these tournaments are wrapping up. We also like to thank Howie's Hockey Tape, the official hockey tape of the ACHA. Stick with the best. Also like to thank Marathon, fueling the American spirit. To find your nearest Marathon gas station, visit mymarathonstation.com. Also like to thank the bars and restaurants downtown, the R Bar, the official ACHA 2018 Nationals postgame hangout. It's open late on Front Street in downtown Columbus. R Bar, the best hockey bar in Columbus. Also like to thank the Three-Legged Mare right in the heart of downtown Columbus on Front Street as well. Open for lunch and dinner, the Three-Legged Mare. Teams are back out onto the ice, ready to start our second period. They'll switch ends. No penalties carry over for the second frame. So Delaware in the white and blue and yellow uniforms. The Fighting Blue Hens, as I've been told by some of the Delaware faithful, standing over to my right. And the Loyola Ramblers, they'll be going left to right in the black uniforms, yellow and purple trim as we get ready to go for second period action. No penalties carry over. Teams at center ice ready to drop the puck as the Blue Hens win the draw. Loyola in their own end. Looks for a clearing pass. Now they do get it out as Coleman, the goal scorer for Loyola, gets it out to center ice before Delaware sends it right back in. Now Coleman looks to race after this one. That fresh ice letting that puck slide all the way down. No icing. Moves to the top of the circle. Just sent in by the Ramblers, looking to extend their lead here. Looking for a great upset on day one are the Ramblers. Still got 40 minutes to go, though, to accomplish that task. They're able to dig that puck out. Trying to bring it towards the front with Zinter. Instead, Delaware gets a turnover. They get it back out to center ice. Sent right back in by number 3, Caitlin Early. Now back for the Blue Hens is Newtown. Now they break the puck out. Hockey quickly here to the near side. Marino. She'll shoot. It's saved. Hockey shoots in just wide. Back out in front. A great chance for Delaware. That's probably their best chance of the contest, as Hockey had the open net to shoot at off of that one time, but just missed it. Puck sent all the way back down. Racing after is McDermott. No icing. Outlet pass over the far side. Picked up and stolen away by the Ramblers. Looking for an offensive chance. Takes a deflection. Looking for an outlet pass, but good job by Loyola to keep it in. Brings hard here on the near side. Loyola in the middle of change. Leaves Gallagher here on the near side with those red gloves. Gives it to her other teammate that has the red gloves, number 6, Shannon McDermott. Little counter to that blue and yellow trim that we see from Delaware. We rarely see red out there with that blue color scheme. As here come the Blue Hens into the zone. A shot by Breen just goes wide. As it's loose here on the near side. Gallagher keeps it in for a moment. Stolen away. Now skating up the near side, Hannah Burgum. She'll shoot into the chest of Becker, and she'll hold on. With 17:48 to go here in the period. Shots 1-1 so far here in the second period. 17-7 overall. Our fourth game of the day here in Division II about to get underway. Bishop's University taking on Adrian College. Of course, the Bulldogs winning their first ever men's Division I national championship yesterday. There's a tip shot in front. Great save from Becker as the puck comes back out to center ice. Puck loose. Settles back behind the net. Adrian was one of those teams that has 3 different teams here in the 5 divisions of the national tournaments. It's a turnaround shot, and it scores! Smith trying to reach out with the glove hand, didn't beat the puck to the far post, and Delaware evens up the score, 17:25 to go. We'll see who gets the goal as we're back to a tie hockey game. So the team's back out at center ice. We're back to where we started. Second. So it'll be number 10. It'll be Anna Schell that gets the goal for Delaware. Number 11, Courtney Marino gets the assist on that goal. Yes. So despite what you may have heard over the intercom, it is a Delaware goal. It'll be number 10, Anna Schell. It's her first of the tournament, assisted by number 11, Courtney Marino. As it's 1-1. 3 minutes gone here for in the second period. Delaware looking for more. Here comes Marino. Has a 2-on-1 developing. As she walks in, a shot goes high. Top of the point, kept in for a moment. As racing back after number 22, Melissa McCready's. So you heard the correct announcement over on the far side. McCready's now in her own end. She'll look for the floated pass here to the near side through the feet of Breen. Goes all the way down, no icing. Racing back for the Ramblers, number 19, Hannah Burgum. She'll leave it behind. Ramblers try to break it up the near side. Stolen away, though. Nice weave in front. A backhand. Smith. Oh, a good save, and it trickled just wide. As she was able to shut the door. Coming back is Small. Back in her own end. She'll send it up the far boards. Now a 3-on-2 battle. Squirts out to the Ramblers. Now outlet pass off the stick of Breen. Now back near side. Floated in. Offside, though, is Gallagher. So we'll keep going. Smith decides to elect to play it. We'll see if that ends up costing the Ramblers as it's loose down low. Gallagher fires a shot. Smith the save. Back out in front, stolen away by the Ramblers as they got a stick in the way. Now it's loose on that far side. Hockey trying to keep it in. No, excuse me, that's number 2. That's Kellen Small. And this will be sent all the way down the ice by the Ramblers. This will be icing with 15:19 to go. So we'll go all the way back to the Loyola end. Shots are 20-7 now, so 4-3 or 4-1. The shot count in favor of Delaware right now here in the second period. New center. As Coleman will take the draw, loses it to Delaware as they fire a shot from the top of the point. It's blocked by Coleman. Good job there getting in the shooting lane as the Ramblers will try to bring up the near side. Top of the point, kept in and sent back down. Tie up in the far corner. That's Hockey down there trying to keep it down there as a shot goes wide. We'll keep it here on the near side. Sherman will make sure it stays in the zone. Now floated to the top of the point. Pinballs around. Now it's over on the far side. Loyola trying to get it out. Coleman, and we'll see if this what penalty this is. No, it's going to be on Loyola, so it's going to be that hooking call. And there's a second one that for Coleman. We'll see if that one gets called too. as Coleman's going to go for the hold, and she's going to go for the trip. So it's a two back-to-back penalties for number 14, Riley Coleman. She'll get 2 penalties, so 4 minutes of power play time upcoming for Delaware. And you can see head coach of the Delaware Blueheads, Ken Demme, just trying to talk to the girls, try to settle everybody down, know this is a big opportunity to take their first lead of the afternoon. So 14:30 to go, second period, 4 minutes. It's a 2 minutes for tripping, 2 minutes for holding, both to number 14, Riley Coleman. So a 4-minute power play coming up for Delaware as they win the draw, but it's right to Loyola. Now we have a false start. Over on the far side, it will reset again. As it's loose back down low. Loyola trying to clear. They do. Great start to this 4-minute penalty kill after the 2 penalties to Riley Coleman. Up the near side. Pass. Oh, it's off target. Almost led to a scoring opportunity for Loyola. Instead, back they come the other way. Marino past the blue line. That now settles back behind the net. Thrown in front. Stolen away by the Ramblers. Now they tie up here in the near corner. Now they take a tumble. As it comes back to Delaware. Pass in front. Stolen away by O'Brien. She'll clear the zone. Back up the near side. Floated pass, stolen away at the blue line, or at the center red line, right at the Blue Jackets logo there. As they battle here on the near side. Newtown will send one in, looking for Gallagher off of her stick. Good clear by the Ramblers, but only to the red line. Gallagher, far side, will send it in, and it's offside, right in front of the Delaware bench. 13:26 to go, second period, 2:55 remaining in the double minor. 2 minutes for holding, 2 minutes for tripping ended up being the call. As we're back underway. Loyola able to get a turnover. They clear it. Good knockdown, though, by number 22, Melissa McCready's. Knocks it down the blue line. Blue Hens come the other way. That one's poked away by Loyola at their own blue line. Back in the other way it goes. So far, so good for Loyola. The number 6 seed against the number 1 seed. East and West here. Delaware out of the East region. Loyola out of the West region. As that puck again is cleared. Tie hockey game at 1-1. 2:10 now to go. The first penalty almost over. As Delaware will try again. McDermott. Over to the far side, Gallagher. Into the zone. She'll stop at the hash marks. Goes to the top of the point. Walking in is McCready. She'll shoot. Blocked in front and kicked to the corner. Gallagher holds as we're down to the final penalty. 2 minutes gone. 1:47 left in the second penalty. As that one trickles on net to Smith, and she'll hold on with 12:14 remaining. 1:43 now left in that penalty. Face-off won by the Blue Hens. Shot redirected in front. Second attempt. Save Smith. Loose. She didn't know where it was for a moment. Able to regain it as the defense helps out. Loose near side. Back to the top of the point, Newtown. Gives it near side off of Marino's stick. Hawking back to Newtown. Now it's loose in front. Gallagher turns and fires a shot that Smith got a pad on. Another excellent save from the Loyola tender as it's sent all the way back down. Racing back is Carly Smythe up the far side. That's number 13, Newtown. Gives it to number 18, Gallagher here on the near side. Looking for Marino back on that far side. Loyola trying to get it clear. It's only held at the blue line. Smythe looking, surveying her options. Now walks it in. She'll shoot. It's blocked in front. Now comes out here on the near side. Hockey can't get a stick to it. Now it's back to Smythe. Able to hold his zone. 45 seconds left in the power play. Smythe from the top of the circle. A blocker save. Loose. Only to the top of the point. Newtown. Down low near side. Hockey fast in front, rings the post, and Smith will cover. As a couple of bodies run into each other down there in the corner. 33 seconds to go in the power play. 11:03 remains here in the second period. Shots are 24-7 in favor of the Blue Hens. Credit the job of Julia Smith. She's been fantastic. 23 saves on 24 shots. Hens trying to send it towards the front of the cage. Let's kick back out to the corner where Loyola has it. Up the near side, McCready's will backhand it down low over the stick of Gallagher. Down to 20 seconds left in the power play. Far side now, Sherman. Comes behind the net. Thinking of places to pass it. Sends it right up the middle, and it's a good job by McCready's. Keeps it in. Set on in front, a shot. Smith shuts the door for the moment. It's tapped in. They score. Almost a carbon copy of the first goal for Delaware. Smith made the initial save. The second tap ends up going home. I think it'll be number 22, Melissa McCready's, that'll get the goal. We'll see who they count, who ends up getting credit for it. But the Blue Hens, a power play goal with just 2 seconds left in it. And now they have their first lead of the game. Ready to go back underway as it's here on the near side. Newtown. Just waiting to hear the announcement of the goal to make sure we got it correct up here. So they look for more. That's going to be a penalty on the Ramblers. That's a body check call, I believe. It's going to be number 10. It's a high sticking call. That's number 10, Chloe Zinter. I believed it was Chloe Zinter. No one's gone just yet. And it'll end up being... No one's in the Loyola box just yet. It is Chloe Zinter that'll go sit the 2-minute penalty. So right after scoring a power play goal, the Blue Hens get another opportunity here with 10:17 to go in the period. So number 22, Melissa McCready, ends up getting the primary assist on the goal. It's number 9, Shannon Breen, that ends up getting the goal. That's her first of the tournament. As the Ramblers clear the zone after that scoring attempt from Delaware. We're past the halfway point of the contest, 9:50 to go. 2-1 the score. Delaware has scored twice here in the period. Back to the center ice. Holding on to it is Small. Jamming at it now, 2-on-2 battle right in front of the Loyola penalty box there. Team still digging after it. Now it's 3-on-3 in the neutral zone. Puck slowly moving, so the ref will let it keep going as long as that puck's moving in that pile. And finally gets sent all the way down. 1 minute to go in the power play for Delaware as they break it out here. Skating into the zone, Anna Shell. She tries to lift a backhand to that far corner, ends up getting it denied and back out to center ice. Now Newtown gains the zone. The captain over on the far side. Looks for something in front. Marino tries to redirect that on frame. Just goes wide. Near side, Loyola wanting to clear. It's only to the top of the point. McCready's just had an assist. She walks in. That's blocked in front. Second attempt. That goes off of McCready's stick and ends up trickling all the way back down the other way. 8:40 to go, second period, 20 seconds remaining in the power play. Back and forth it goes. Now McCready's near side. Comes in, she'll fire a shot that goes off of a Loyola skate. Settled back by the Blue Hens. Shot loose on the doorstep and back to the top of the point. McCready's through traffic, deflected just wide off the side of the net. Penalty time over. Ramblers are back to full strength. As they have a player in front of, they had her for a breakaway opportunity. No icing. They'll beat out the icing call by a long time. As Trying to stuff it on the short side, number 24. That's Michelle Cottrell. And beat out that icing call. Tried to stuff it behind new goaltender Emily Becker. Under 8 minutes now to go here in the second period. Still 2-1. As this puck ends up flying into Loyola bench, we'll have a stoppage with 7:41. Delaware now officially 1 for 3 on the power play. They had that double minor just a couple minutes ago. As well, a face-off on that far side. It looks like we'll have a media timeout, I believe, or something with the scorekeeper. Yep, it's the media timeout. So that gives us the time to chance to step aside and thank some of our sponsors for this ACHA National Championship Tournament. We'd like to thank the Aries Sportswear, the official merchandise supplier of the 2018 ACHA National Championships. Visit the merchandise stand over at the Ohio Health Ice House for all your ACHA 2018 Nationals hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, and more. Also like to thank Barron Championship Rings, the official ring vendor for all ACHA National Champions and ACHA Hall of Famers. Every championship ring has a great story. Let Barron share yours. Also like to thank the Marathon, fueling the American spirit. To find your nearest marathon station, visit mymarathonstation.com. Pool C game here between Loyola and Delaware. The other team in this bracket is North Dakota State. They'll be coming up next. Our next game later this afternoon. All 6 of the women's 2 division games are over here at the Easton Rink. So we're here live from the chiller, as they call it. This is the primary chiller, Chiller Easton. One of the 3 rinks that are being used right now. And by right now, I mean right now. There are 5 games going on right now down here in Columbus, Ohio. All 5 of the divisions of the ACHA National Championships are here. We concluded our Division I and Division II men's tournaments yesterday over at the Ice House. Adrian College winning the Division I tournament, beating Illinois in the championship yesterday. We had Florida Gulf Coast win the D2 title against Lindenwood yesterday afternoon over there as well. We'll crown a D3 champion later this week, and we'll also crown our D1 and D2 women's tournament champions as well. So we're back underway with 7.5 to go. Face off up here on the near side. It's centered along. Now here comes Delaware. Up the near side boards. Now a shot. It's turned aside by Smith. That was number 9, Breen, getting the opportunity there. Ramblers trying to break the puck out. Outlet pass goes over to that far side, looking for Zinter. Instead it comes back the other way. Newtown has Breen with her and fires a shot. It's turned aside by Smith. Loose down low. Now Gallagher's got it in the corner. And centers the pass out to the top. As Small. She'll fire a shot. That's an easy glove save for Smith. 6:52 left to go here in this period. Shots are 27-7. The Ramblers still have only 1 registered shot on goal this period. As they came into this period with 6, the Blue Hens have 11, as they have taken over this contest here in the second period. Top of the point, McCready's. She'll fire a shot, redirected in front as they try to tap it home, and Smith, another good play, able to deny that opportunity. You had Smythe down there as well trying to put that home. And we'll reset again on the far circle. One by the Blue Hens. They split their defenders and able to bring it right back, though. As comes up the near side. Now an outlet pass. Weaving back and forth. Nice little moves here. Number 19 for the Ramblers. That's Pregame. Doing a great job there. Weaving through, got a shot. It was turned aside by Becker as they come back the other way. And that's going to be a penalty again on Loyola. It's going to be a tripping call. And a third, or I should say 4th, power play for Delaware in this period. As it'll be number 14. That is Riley Coleman, the goal scorer, who took the, Number 14, Riley Coleman, was protesting that call. It's a tripping call to the Ramblers, so another power play. Number 3, Caitlin Early. It's a tripping minor, so the 4th power play of the period for Delaware here. The Ramblers have been busy on the penalty kill here in this one. It's top of the point. Newtown back down low, gets it right back, fires a shot. It's saved by Smith, kicked out to the near side and back out to neutral ice. Quick passing from the Blue Hens. Now Hockey near side. Walks in, fires someone in front. Smith slides across, and another great save. Able to slide over and make that save. Had Marino cutting to the front. Just able to redirect that one in between the pipes, but Smith is doing a good job shutting the door there. That's now 29 saves for her in just 2 periods. And that count will probably go up a little higher with still about just under 6 minutes to go, 5:40 left. Minute 29 remains in the power play as it comes back to Newtown. Gets it right back as Smythe tried to play it right back to her and stolen away. Good defensive play, number 24, Michelle Cottrell. Smythe on the far side, tries to get by a defender. Stolen away, though, by O'Brien. She can't clear, though, as pass comes here to the near side for Hockey. Hockey gains the zone, pressured by a couple of Ramblers. And another penalty is coming up. This one's going to go on Delaware, though. So we'll play 4-on-4 here in a moment as they'll touch up right here in the neutral zone. It's going to be a cross-checking call. It's going to go to Emily Hockey. So 5:03 to go. 52 seconds. We'll play 4-on-4. Then the Ramblers will get an opportunity on the power play, their first one of the period.
Blue Hens penalty on number 7, Emily Hockey. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
So face-off won by the Blue Hens. We're playing 4-on-4 here. As it comes back out to center ice. Ramblers trying to turn it back around. Zinter from the top of the circle, fires a shot. It's turned aside by Becker. The Ramblers hold the zone from the top of the point. Lynn, a shot, goes wide. Back to Lynn, top of the point, fires a shot. This one also goes wide. Pinching in from her point is Pregame. Being pressured down low. Now Gallagher tries to bring it up the near side. Backhand, right to Lynn. She'll walk in, top of the slot, a shot. Save Becker, rebound. Backhand try. Was fanned on. Clearing attempt also fanned on. Final 5 seconds of the 4-on-4. Loyola ready to go on the power play as they do with a minute 10 to go in the penalty. 4 minutes to go here in the period as it splits the defenders and goes all the way down, no icing. Ramblers looking for an answer here. That one off of a stick and picked up by the Blue Hens and sent down. Final 45 seconds of the penalty, 3:45 to go in the period. Sent into the far corner. It'll settle behind the net. Blue Hens get to it first, run harder around the boards. Going to be kept in by Pregame. She'll fire a shot, deflected right to Marino off of her stick, kept in the zone by Knight. Puck comes back to Knight at the top of the point. She'll keep it in. Just brings it hard around the boards. Waiting back there is Newtown. Sends it right back where it came from. Knight will do the same. Back to Knight. Leaves it. O'Brien looks for an option. Save Becker. Then she smartly traps that puck for a whistle with 8 seconds to go in the power play. 3:11 to go in this period. That's now 4 shots in the past, probably about a minute and a half for Loyola, as they now have 11 shots in this contest. They still trail Delaware by 20 in that category, though. Shots are 31-11 as we stand right now. We're going to have a false start on Delaware. We'll have a new center. So Chloe Zinter will go against Courtney Marino. Face off won by the Blue Hens and clear. That'll do it for the power play. Penalty time over. Hockey will get back out on the ice. As it's brought up the far side. Weaving through. Pregame will skate it along. She's done this a couple of times today. She fires one, and it's a glove save from Becker. Holds on with 2:45 to go. We're back to full strength here for the final couple of minutes of the second period. Keeping an eye on the game on the other side. The Adrian Bulldogs have a 1-0 lead over Bishop. You'll be able to, you can watch that stream right on our YouTube channel as well. As a shot from the point, it's turned aside by Becker, still loose. Now sent on front, comes to the top of the point. Knight will keep it in. She'll float with a bouncing puck. Becker the save, still loose, rebound. Has it on the backhand was number 10. That was Zenter. She still has it on that far side as it takes a deflection up in the air, and she comes out to cover it. And Becker makes another save. The Loyola was that close to tying this hockey game up. That was an excellent opportunity for the Ramblers as they'll send out a new forward line. 2:24 to go in the period. Ramblers win the draw, and they'll send it back down behind the cage. McCready's will send it up the far, back up the far side as Shell will pick it up. Looks for the outlet pass, kept in. Great play by Lynn. Keeps it onside. Second attempt comes back out to neutral ice. Lynn will slap it from the red line. Becker has to trap that one and send it to the corner. Puck floated through the center of the ice, and it's right back in by Loyola. Doing a good job keeping the offensive pressure going here as that takes a funny bounce off the boards. Kept in the zone for a moment as it squeaks by a couple of skates. Now it's to center ice right in front of us. McCready's over to the far side. Waiting patiently for it is Sherman. She'll just send it in. Blue Hens with a wholesale change here. Marino keeps it onside. She'll throw it back behind the cage. Picked up there by Early for the Ramblers. Now it's up the near side. Hockey will keep it in. Marino gets bumped off the play and sent back out to center ice. This might make it for icing. It looks like it will, and it just does. With 1:06 to go here in the period, the Ramblers have made it interesting here in the final couple of minutes of this period. After registering just one shot in the first probably 14 minutes, they have 8 in the last 6 minutes of this period. Faceoff is all the way back in the Rambler end. As they win the draw. Top of the point, Newtown. That's a Cena shot. Smith can't hold on to it. It's still behind the net. Hockey's got it. Hockey to the top of the point. Kept in by Small down to the final minute. Back to Marino. Good passing from the Blue Hens. Look at this pass. Newton scores! Precision passing leads to a goal for Delaware. It's number 13, Mary Claire Newtown. Her first of the year, first of the tournament. And that extends the lead with 48.8 to go. Great passing from the Blue Hens. Just tape-to-tape passing leads to a great scoring opportunity in Newtown. Able to bury it for the Blue Hens' third goal of the tournament. So a big one for Delaware to end this period. As Hockey will get the primary assist on that goal. The lone assist as well, as it's now a 2-goal lead for the number 1 seed out of the East. Stolen away. Ramblers trying to answer with a goal in the final 30 seconds, but it's knifed away at the blue line. Now McCready's near side. Throws a pass. All the way through ahead of the play is Breen. She's on her own, one man to beat. She gets through, but it's poked away. As one of the Blue Hens takes a tumble back behind, that's Breen. And now the Ramblers will try with 12 seconds left. Near side, a shot. It's turned aside Becker, and the Ramblers will get one last try on the draw here with 8.2 to go. Riley Coleman getting a good scoring opportunity for the Ramblers there. as Bishop's University has tied the game over on the other side, 1-1 in the final minute of the first period on the other rink. Just over the balcony of us here at Chillers Easton, site of the Division II women's tournament. Also had a couple of Division I men's games here earlier this week. As final chance here, 5 seconds to go, saved by Becker, and we'll reset with 1.7 left on the clock. Face-off won by the Hens, and that'll do it. 40 minutes in the books here in Columbus, Ohio. The #1 seed out of the East region here in Division II has found 3 goals here in the second period. They'll take a 2-goal lead heading into the final period. We'll take a break. We'll come back with your second period stats, and we'll have the third and final period for it. It's going to be a great finish here, folks. Make sure you tune in for it. As we'll step aside, you're watching the 2018 ACHA Women's Division II National Championship Tournament. The Delaware Blue Hens lead the Loyola Ramblers 3-1 after 2. That's okay. All right, hockey fans, welcome back. Getting ready for our third period of the afternoon, or evening, I should say, about 5:30 here on the Eastern Time Zone here in Columbus, Ohio. Getting ready for the third period. 3-1, the Delaware Blue Hens lead the Loyola University Chicago Ramblers. Let's show you, or take a look at how we got here. The first period, I mentioned the Ramblers getting a goal just a minute 43 into the period. Number 14, Riley Coleman, getting her first of the tournament, assisted by number 30, Olivia Fossier, and number 10, Chloe Zinter. Then it was all Delaware in the second period. 3 goals scored by number 10, Anna Schell, number 9, Shannon Breen, and number 13, Mary Claire Newtown, as they all get their first goals of the tournament. Number 11, and Courtney Marino gets 2 assists in that second period. Number 22, Melissa McCready gets an assist. Number 7, Emily Hockey gets an assist. And number 12, Carly Smythe, all get assists in that second period. They lead 3-1. The shots after the second period, 34-17. The shots in that period, 11 for Loyola. And for the Blue Hens, it was 18. So 18-11. The shot count. The teams will go back to their original ends from that first period. The Delaware squad is in the white uniforms, moving left to right. The Loyola squad is in the dark uniforms, moving right to left. So an interesting third period upcoming. It's a 2-goal lead. The Ramblers trying to get the upset. Delaware trying to start off on a high note by hopefully taking this thing the rest of the way. They immediately enter the zone off of the draws. We're back underway for period number 3. As loose at the top of the point, taking it, Callan Small. She'll ring it down low. Now a good pass out in front, takes a stick, and just tapped down low by Newtown. Delaware has done a good job of passing so far. As you see Marino fire a shot that's high. Hockey to Marino, back behind the net. Now it's stolen away. As that's number 9, or excuse me, number 3. That's Early trying to bring it up the near side. Instead, it comes right back down. Pregame is going to go over to that far side where it's jammed up. Ramblers are trying the near side. They will send it all the way down the ice. This will be icing with the new fresh ice. But no, it's waved off. Interesting. Should have been an icing call, but instead we play on. As the back linesman had the hand up the entire way. As Pregame shot, and Becker lost it. She does the spread eagle, trying to keep that puck out. Thought it was underneath her. And that puck able to stay out. They just couldn't fire that shot on net, the Ramblers. So they'll send it in and change up the line. Delaware looking. As the turnover now, skating it in is Cottrell. She tries to fire a shot. Newtown does a good job forcing her wide. It's a good turnover by Cottrell. Just couldn't get that shot off. Now a 2-on-2 battle over in the corner. 18-13 to go here in this contest. Final period of this one. Final game here on Rink 2. We have one final game later tonight. As North Dakota is going to take on, Assiniboines is here taking on North Dakota State. Bison and the Cougars coming up next over on the other rink. That'll be our nightcap for Division II of the women's tournament. And a shot in the slot. Oh, that almost got through as Becker make a great save. That's Coleman again, right place, right time. Turns around with that shot. Didn't miss by much. 17:36 to go. Still 3-1. Faceoff is won by the Hens. They go back down low. They'll ring it hard around the boards. Here waiting here on the near side is Smythe. Smythe looks for the stretch pass off of a Rambler stick. No icing. Marino will give chase. Getting to it first, though, is Early for the Ramblers. Marino lost her stick. Now it's back up the near side. Smythe trying to hold on to it. Now it pokes around, and now there's a player ahead of the play. Coleman. Now it's a foot race is coming out as Becker. Good job to play that. We saw that backfire in the first game. For Buffalo, they came out that same exact play but played it right to another player who put in the empty net goal. That one worked a little bit better as Delaware now has numbers. They come 2-on-2. Now 2-on-1 as one of the defenders change. Hockey gains the zone. She'll shoot and just goes wide. Down low here on the near side. Hockey will keep it in. She's down low. Now back to the top of the point. Small will play it back down low. Picked up by number 9, Whitney Knight for the Ramblers. Tries to come up the near side looking for O'Brien. It's canceled out. Now the teams will battle for it. Gallagher takes a chase for it, and now Early will get to it and bring it up the far side. Stays in the zone. Newtown makes a move, walks into the slot, shoots and scores! It's a 2-goal game for Mary Claire Newtown. As she goes up, so she goes upstairs and extends the lead to 3, the biggest lead for Delaware. As she was given all kinds of time in the slot. Able to just walk in, gets that goal. It's 4-1. 16-15 to go in the contest. The Hens, the Blue Hens, I should say. The Fighting Blue Hens, I should say. Some of the Delaware fans have told me up here hanging out with us, watching this contest. As we're back underway in a 3-goal contest now as Delaware sends it into the offensive end. Back is Lynn. She'll bring it up the far side, looks for an outlet pass, goes through the feet of Holtzberg. Kept in the zone by Delaware. Over here on the near side. Burgum tried to go in front. Now it's turned over right in the slot, but a good poke check from Lynn denies that opportunity. Sent back down by Breen. It comes out right in front. It's picked up by the Loyola defense, but only to the top of the point. Back down low. Gallagher holds. Trying to reverse course. Sends one in front. It's jammed. Ends up settling behind the net. Now it's sent out in front, and Smith makes a good save. Now a shot from the top. McCready's had it blocked. Almost a breakaway opportunity for Loyola, because they'll just be content to just send this all the way down. No icing as it doesn't make it. As we're 5 minutes gone here in the period. It's 4-1. Gaining the zone is Smythe. She'll send one towards the front. Picked up, though, by Loyola. Breaking it ahead. Here's Coleman. Yet again, another good scoring opportunity. She comes in. Her shot jammed up. Hits the rafters, and that will be a whistle. Again, that's the low roof here at Chillers Easton. Playing a factor there as that goes up off of the roof. They'll settle. It'll be an offensive draw. Last touch by Delaware. It's won by the Ramblers, but they split the defense. Knight races back after it. She'll just chip it up the near side. Back to Delaware. Newtown has 2 goals. She's on hat trick watch today. We had 1 hat trick earlier from Minot State. And this will be a penalty coming up on the Ramblers, so she'll have an opportunity to get that hat trick here coming up. It's a body check on Loyola. It's number 10. Chloe Zinter makes her 2nd trip to the box today with 14:24 remaining here in period number 3. 5th power play of the game for Delaware. They are 1 for 4. As they'll get another crack here. Trying to fix my microphone here. It's 1 to the top of the point. Newtown mentioned her 2-goal game. Sends one down low. Now Hockey's got it. Tried to go to the top of the point. Stolen away. Great play by Michelle Cottrell. Turnover now leads to a Rambler chance. As stuffing it on the short side was O'Brien. Good save by Becker. Had to be ready for that one. Has a great steal. Now that one's off the glove of Becker, but stays in the zone. And hops back out to center ice. They take a hack at it, and it ends up bouncing back into the Loyola end. We continue to press more towards that net. Blue Hens settle things down. Now Newtown will hold. She'll bring it back in. Goes down low looking for Gallagher. Ends up ringing hard around the boards here to the near side. Smythe will pinch. Sends one in front, and Smith will slow things down. 59 seconds to go in the power play. 13:24 remains in the game. Still 4-1, just one goal in this period. Newtown is her third, or her second of the tournament. Second of the game. As Delaware wins another draw. They've been fantastic in the faceoff circles here today. As that puck goes down low. Getting to it is Breen. She lost it for a moment. Marino helping out. She tries to go in front. Stolen away by Lynn. Another steal by Lynn, and she's able to hold that puck. She's looking for a clear. Instead, reverses course. Now she'll try and get the clear and just gets through the feet of the Delaware defender. Final 30 seconds of the power play as Loyola cuts it off at the blue line. Right down there at the bottom of your screen, a 2-on-2 battle. Squirts out back to the Delaware defense. Cross the ice. Marino will chip it in and chase after it. Here on the near side, a couple sticks get together, and it comes to the top of the point. McCready's over the far side, where it's picked up by Sherman. Now it's back down low. Penalty is over. Loyola back to full strength. As McCready's will send it back down low. Now Lynn for Loyola, trying to get something going for the Ramblers here. As they were quiet for the majority of the second period. They woke up in the final 5 minutes of it, getting 8 of their 11 shots in the final 4.5 minutes of that second period. Currently sit at 21, 36-21 the shot count. Shots are 3-2 in favor of Loyola's. They fire one. That's the fourth one as it's still loose, as trying to hack on it, but her stick was jammed up. Coleman. Now it comes back out in front again. O'Brien lost it off of her stick. Now here come the Blue Hens. Hockey leaves it near side Smythe. Back to Hockey. Lost it in her feet. Had a couple of defenders to deal with as well as it's back down low. Chip down low for Hockey. Looks for something in front. Ends up coming all the way to the top of the point. Small. D pass to Newtown. Down low is the Hens trying to set something up. Hockey back to Newtown. Quickly over to Small. Small backdoor has Hockey. Walks in and scores. No, they're going to wave it off. Goaltender interference. They're going to wave off the goal. It'll be a face-off outside of the zone, so they're going to call a crease violation. 11:06 to go, so the face-off will come back outside. The crease violation ends up waving off the goal, as there was a Delaware player in the blue paint with Smith, and that ended up being the call. So we stay at a 4-1 game, 11:06 to go. So back down low. Delaware trying again to get that 5th goal that they thought they had. No penalty was assessed, just the crease violation. As it comes to the top of the point, Small through traffic, and there it is. There's the 5th one. That hit a couple of skates in front. We'll see if Small gets the credit for it, and that one will stand. 5-1 the score now. If it holds, that'll be the first goal for Callan Small of the tournament. First point as well. We'll see who ends up getting it, because that hit a couple of things before finally settling in the 5-hole of Smith. It is Callan Small's goal, so that's her first. Hockey gets another assist. That's her second assist of the game, as Becker will make a save. Will hold on for an offensive draw for the Ramblers, who now find themselves staring up at a 4-goal deficit. Going to try and get something going here. The Ramblers scored the first goal of the game just a minute and a half in, but they have not scored since. Another shot from Lynn from the top of the point. That was denied by Becker, and it comes back out to center ice. Back and forth it goes in the neutral zone. Lynn gets a stick on it, tried to chip it past the defense. Instead settles in the center logo, right where that Blue Jackets paint is. Now rung up the far boards. Poked away here to the near side. Nice little move from number 3, Caitlin Early, as that comes back into the Delaware end. Up the near side boards. Kept in only for a moment. Now it's back to Early. She'll hold in the neutral zone. Stolen away by McCready's over on the far side, but it comes right back to Loyola. Now they have time to skate it as the Delaware Blue Hens change. Back and forth it goes as Loyola had it at the blue line for a minute. Now here's side hockey. Had an assist on that last goal. Little collision at the blue line. We continue on, no penalties. As Delaware sets to regroup in the neutral zone. Poked back out, comes to Marino. Shouldered off as it comes back into the zone. Now Loyola looking for the stretch pass. This will be an interesting foot race for that icing call, as it will be Small that beats it out. Able to race back in time, and it'll be an icing call with 8:42 to go. Icing the call on Loyola. 37-23 the shot count, 5-1 the score. Number 1 seed out of the East in Delaware, leading the number 6 seed out of the West in Loyola. Ramblers trying to get it out. Rolling to the top of the point. Hockey keeps it in. She'll play it down low. Has number 17, Jessica Rainey, making her first appearance of the contest. Haven't had to call her name so far. Now she helps out with that offensive chance as Smith makes a good save. Now it's another turnover. That's sent out to the top of the point. Newtown looking for her hat trick. Thought about it, but couldn't find a shooting lane. And it's still loose down low. Now the Ramblers finally get a stick on it. They clear it out to neutral ice. 8 minutes to go in this contest. If the Ramblers want to make a comeback, they got to do it now, as they have control in their own end. Held in at the top of the point. Smythe quickly over the far side. Breen had it blocked in the circle. Now a turnaround shot. Anna Shell has it blocked to the corner. Now it's down in the far corner now. They go back and forth. Newtown has it in the slot. Comes near side with it. She'll float one in front. Takes a block by her own player. Another try. Smith makes the save. This one she holds on in a collision. Referee right in plain sight of it. We'll see if it ends up getting called. No whistle was blown. 7:22 remains here in the period. As we'll head to the media timeout, we'll see if the penalty ends up getting called. So media timeout's a chance for us to thank some sponsors who are watching the 2018 ACHA National Championship Tournament. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Aries Sportswear, the official merchandise supplier of the 2018 National Championship Tournament. Visit the merchandise stand over at the Ohio Health Ice House in downtown Columbus for all your ACHA National Championship hats, sweatshirts, t-shirts, and more. Also like to thank Howie's Hockey Tape, the official hockey tape of the ACHA. Stick with the best. Also want to thank the Columbus Blue Jackets. When you're not watching exciting ACHA action here at the National Championship Tournaments, we've been all over at 3 different rinks. 5 games currently going on today. Consider going to taking in a Blue Jackets game if you're here in Columbus. Their next game is on March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. They'll take on the Ottawa Senators over at Nationwide Arena. Of course, Nationwide Arena right attached to the Ohio Health Ice House. That's where the semifinals and the championship of this tournament will be. We'll go back to the big rink for the championship round of this tournament. Just day 1 of the Division II tournament here at Chillers Easton. We will be here today, tomorrow, and Friday before heading over Saturday and Sunday for the semis and the championship. We're halfway through hosting this tournament. We're bringing you all 5 of the national championship tournaments. We're two divisions down, 3 to go as the men's D3 and the 2 women's divisions just getting underway. No penalty ended up being called on that collision in front. Now here's Coleman trying to get something going. That will be a penalty. We'll see if it's a penalty shot. And it is a penalty shot for Riley Coleman. And so here's a chance for the Ramblers to get back in it. Riley Coleman dragged down behind the play. Now she'll have an opportunity for her second of the game. So penalty shot awarded to Loyola University Chicago with 7:10 to go here in a 5-1 hockey game. So the penalty ends up going to number 24. Mackenzie Sherman gets the hooking call. And so here we go. It'll be Riley Coleman against Emily Becker. Penalty shot about to be awarded here. Referees just going over the final thoughts, making sure everyone follows the rules as Riley Coleman skates up to the puck. Walks in, shoots, and Becker shuts the door. So we stay at 5-1, 7:10 remaining in the contest as Becker stands tall to keep it a 4-goal contest. Faceoff will be on the far circle. The Ramblers are still getting an offensive draw here. As they'll hold on down low in that far corner. It's one, top of the point. Lynn gives it to number 19, that's Pregame, as it's back out for Delaware. Here they come 3-on-3. They're offside for a moment. They end up getting back onside. It's loose here on the near side. Kept in by Small, but kicked right back out, and the Ramblers will send it out. Lynn in hot pursuit. Battle of the sevens here, Hockey and Lynn. As Hockey will get to it first, and she'll take a hooking call, so that'll be a penalty coming up on Lynn. Another power play coming up for Delaware. 2 minutes for hooking is the call. And another power play, the 6th of the game for Delaware, is upcoming. It'll be number 7, Reagan Lynn. That'll go to the box. With 6:35 to go in this contest, it's 5-1. Ready to start this power play as it's fought for in the circle. Blue Hens keep it in, but it's right to Loyola. Doing a good job. Pregame sends it all the way down. Settle behind the net. Small's got it for Delaware. Leaves it behind. Good pop pursuit from Coleman. She continues to harass the 2 defenders for Delaware. Now trying to eat as much time as she can on this penalty kill. Now she gets upended as Delaware skates it ahead. Outlet pass Smythe. Quickly to Newtown. She's looking for her hat trick. She walks into the slot and turned aside by Smith. Gallagher behind the play. Gives it here near side. Smythe has a man in front, and Hockey lost it off of her skate. Just trickles wide of the cage. Now it's back to Smythe. Newtown lost it for a moment, and it's cleared by the Ramblers. 1 minute to go in the power play, 5.5 to go in this period. Delaware trying to send an outlet pass, had it stolen away and sent right back in. Back it goes, a collision over on that far side, and no harm, no foul. We skate on as skating along are the Blue Hens. Breen quickly to Marino, a shot that's turned aside. Back behind the cage, lost it in the feet. That's number 6 that's Shannon McDermott, who holds back behind the net, looking for something in front, hops over a stick, comes back to McCready's a shot. It's saved by Smith. Settles behind the net. McDermott lost it for a minute. Now Marino's got it back to McCready's top of the point. She'll fire a shot. It's blocked. And Pregame will clear and cannot. D-to-D pass. Over on the far side. Sherman a shot. That one is swallowed up by Smith. 2 seconds remaining in the power play. 4:37 to go in the contest. 5-1 the score. Shots 42-23 in favor of the Blue Hens. So we'll reset on that far circle. So Ramblers doing a good job of weathering that penalty kill. As Knight will chip it off the glass. The penalty time is over. Lind skates out to help her team. So they battle for it at the top of the zone. Lind able to poke it away. Lost it at the blue line, though, and Newtown brings it right back. Newtown, top of the point. Able to just barely keep that on side. Looked for number 17, that's Rainey, down low in the slot. Now it's rung up the near side. Newtown can't keep it in. Forces the Blue Hens back out to center ice. Good steal by Rainey. Now it's a 3-on-1. Has two players to find as a backhand by Smythe is blocked in front. That settles back behind. Now Coleman able to leave it behind. Skating in is Knight. Oh, quickly over to the far side, and the Ramblers are dumping change. Under 4 minutes now to go in the contest. Sent up the near side boards. Now Shell looking for the outlet pass for Rainey. End up going behind her. And so here come the Ramblers once again. Coleman tries to fire something from the top of the point. Sherman will just send it back out. Delaware in the middle of a change. It goes back and forth. Now Hockey will bring it along. She's looking for another goal. She gets dragged down. No call from the officials. Delayed offside. Blue Hens will tag up. Now they're back onside. As they enter the zone, Lynn trying to fish an outlet pass, and it's picked up by Coleman. Quickly over to the far side. Cottrell will just send it in, chase after it. Now Delaware's in possession as McCready's up the near side off of a Delaware stick. Now loose in the neutral zone. Settles near side. Rydell over to Lynn. Quickly ahead, Pregame. 2.5 now to go as we have a player down for Delaware. It's number 18 for the Blue Hens. That's Amanda Gallagher. Able to get back up. Just took a puck in the wrong spot. A senior from Framingham, Massachusetts. Makes it back onto the bench. She'll take a look from the coaches. So 2:34 remains in this contest. The Blue Hens will skate away to a win here on day one. They'll take a lead in this 3-team Pool C. They'll probably stick around for the next game between the Bison and the Cougars. Of course, the Cougars in this pool with these two teams. One team per day has to play that cross-pool game. That's what the Cougars are going to be doing today. They're taking on North Dakota State. They're out of Pool D. That'll be the next game coming up on the ACHA Network, powered by U2. We thank you guys for joining us all week long. We've been here just over a week, covering all the ACHA national tournaments. Crew from all over the country, most of the technical staff from the University of Utah. We thank them for helping us out. Got broadcasters from all over: Davenport University, University of Illinois, West Virginia. A couple from William Patterson. A couple, the Central Michigan folks are doing the Division III men's tournament. So had a couple of other broadcasters at the other levels. As we're down to the final 2 minutes here. Here comes Newtown. She makes the move at the blue line, sends it deep in the corner. Now Pregame looks to skate it out again. She's done this a couple of times, looking to put a goal home. She fires one on the ice, and Becker turns it aside. It's chipped at the far boards. Hockey able to chip it back out, set right back in by the Ramblers. And it's chipped up the near side boards. Gets back out to neutral ice. Coleman will send it back in. So we're down to the final 80 seconds. 1:15 to go as it splits the defenders. This might go for icing. It's going to go just wide, and it does go the full 120 feet for the icing call. So reset all the way back the other way with 1:08 to go. Won by the Hens. Try to send it up. And they do, and now here comes Hockey ahead of the play. One defender to beat as we're down to the final minute here, and back and forth it goes as Hockey had it poked away. Now the McCready's had to go near side. They bring it forth again. Smythe on the far side, looked for a centering pass, stolen away, and it's back out to center ice. Skating it in is McDermott. She goes down low, lifts it to the near corner where Lynn will tie it up here in the near corner, trying to kill out the final 22 seconds and counting. Clock ticks down to 15 seconds as it's rung around the far side. 5-1 the score. That's going to probably be your finals. We're down to the final 10. Ling trying to go up the far boards. Another tie up, 4 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. That'll do it. The Delaware Blue Hens start off their championship run with a win on day 1 of pool play. The #1 seed out of the East gets a win in Pool C. They'll take the lead of Pool C with a 5-1 win here this afternoon. So the Blue Hens now the top dog in Pool C. As the teams will meet at center ice, handshakes all around as these two teams will go back at it again tomorrow. Delaware will take on Adrian tomorrow, 3:45 Eastern time. If they win that game, then that's actually a non-pool game. So we'll see what ends up happening out of the other game in this Pool C. You'll see Loyola take on North Dakota State as well. So that one, Loyola's will be at 7:15. That'll be the nightcap tomorrow at 7:15 Eastern time. As it all comes down to that, what North Dakota State does against Loyola. It could come down to North Dakota State versus Delaware on Friday for a spot in the semifinals. We'll bring all those games to you tomorrow. Be sure to stick around. There's one more game left over on the other rink. You'll see the Cougars of Assiniboine taking on the Bison of North Dakota State. That's coming up next at around 7:15 here from Chillers Easton, just north of downtown Columbus. That's going to do it for us for tonight's broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Matt Coma. We thank you so much as the University of Delaware Blue Hens beat the Loyola University Chicago Ramblers 5-1, the final score. This is Matt Coma signing off. You've been watching the ACHA Women's Division II National Championship Tournament. We'll see you again tomorrow. Same time, same place over on this rink. Be sure to check the rest of the live streams the rest of the night. Have a great Wednesday evening, and we'll see you again tomorrow.